My 2024 Spanish Grand Prix driver ratings. Alright, let's get into this. Starting off with Haas, Kevin Magnussen, qualified P16, finished P17. I'm gonna give K-Mag a 3 out of 10. Was not having a. Didn't qualify too well, wasn't having a particularly good race. Managed to get up a penalty somehow. Like, he doesn't even have to do anything, he just finds a way to get a penalty. Speeding in the pit lane. To be fair, both of the Haases did this. But he was just, like, apart from the penalty, you wouldn't even have known that he was in the race. And let's go to Hulkenberg. Started P13 or 14, I believe. Finished P11. I'm gonna give Hulkenberg a 6 out of 10. Has had decent pace. He could have gotten points, but unfortunately that penalty. But Hulkenberg is really unlucky. Like, he's kind of the, in my opinion, he's kind of the Tsunoda of last year, where he just got P11 so many times just off the brink of points. So unlucky. I feel very bad for him. Now let's go to RB now. Well, Steak actually. With Joe, started P13, finished P12, 13, sorry. I'm giving Joe a 5 out of 10. Decent race from Joe. He got points here last year. Joe, this seems like a track that Joey goes pretty well around. Joe's another driver who I feel deserves some points as well, but was just really unlucky. For a point in this race, I thought he was going to get points. I think it was like a point where he was at in P11. He looked really good. Anyway, let's go to Bottas now. Qualified P15, finished P16, 3 out of 10 for Bottas. A bit anonymous this weekend. Yeah, nothing more really else to say about Bottas. Another driver who we completely forgot was in the race. Alright, now, started P18, finished P19, 4 out of 10 for Tsunoda. RB just didn't look good this weekend. I don't know what they have done. Those upgrades just made them a tractor. Like, I forgot Tsunoda was in the race. Ricardo qualified, like, I don't know, P17, finished P15. Oh wait, did I skip Ricardo? No, for some reason Tsunoda's down here. That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, Williams now. Started P20, finished P20. Sargent, 1 out of 10. He's lucky I didn't give him a 0. That would have been pretty harsh, and I don't really like giving drivers a 0 unless they did something drastically bad. But he just had no pace. I think I'm gonna give him more because Williams technically didn't do too well. But I gave him a 1. I think he deserved it. I think it's a bit harsh maybe, but I only give him 1 point because he didn't bin it in the gravel this weekend or anything. Like, he didn't bin it this weekend or anything. He was just very slow. But once again, this was another weekend. We had a chance to beat Alex Albon, and he still didn't do it. Albon, it's bad enough that Albon goes off the track, loses probably about, I don't know, 10 seconds, and he comes out still ahead of Sargent. Like, man. Alright, now to his teammate now. Qualified P19, finished P18, 4 out of 10 for Albon. The Williams just didn't have much pace. He had that slight off, which didn't lose him a place, but he just had no pace to catch anyone out. Anyways, qualified P8, finished P10, 7 out of 10 for Ocon. Alpine looked good this weekend for once, just like how they did in Canada. Another person who didn't, was battling with Perez and stuff. Plus his teammate, 8 out of 10 for Gasly. The whole Alpine team just gets probably like an 8 out of 10. Really good weekend from there. But yeah, Gasly just got better because he was looking good the entire weekend. And like, before he was getting clapped, like the whole season he was getting clapped by Ocon, he seems to have taken his strengths now. Alright, started P14, finished P14. Lance Stroll's getting a 5 out of 10. Didn't see much of Lance Stroll, to be honest. Didn't see much of him this weekend. There's a lot of drivers that you really didn't see much of this weekend. Alright, now Alonso, 5 out of 10. Not how we wanted this home race to go. Ashton just looked horrendous. I thought he was gonna get at least P10, but not even P11. He got P12. Like, I think he had like a slight issue with his car. For 1 second, I thought he was gonna retire. Anyways, up the order now. Started P10, finished P7, 6 out of 10 for Oscar Piastri. Made that mistake in quality, ruined his whole weekend. Where I think he could have potentially been in the top 4 maybe, and potentially got a podium. So yeah, a lot of points lost for a good amount of points lost for Piastri. It was his fault, so. Anyways, Norris qualified B1, finished P2. I'm gonna give him a 9 out of 10 only because he should have won, and he messed up the start. The start was definitely his fault. Messed up the start. I think if he didn't mess up the start, he would have 100%, if not fought with Verstappen. If not won, he would have at least fought with Verstappen for the win. So he basically threw the win away at the start. Where have we heard this from? Anyways, George Russell qualified P4, finished P4, 7 out of 10 for George. That start was absolutely sensational, but then he got placed on the hard and dropped behind Lewis and stuff. But that has to be one of the starts of the season. Absolutely sensational. He literally came out of nowhere. I still don't know where he came from. I was not looking for George. At first I thought it was Hamilton, but George has had a great start. I realize he's pretty good at starts. Alright, it's Hamilton now. Qualified P3, finished P3. 9 out of 10 for Hamilton. He was just good the whole weekend, to be honest. He was just quick the entire weekend. The entire weekend he just looked quick. First podium of the season. Couldn't match the others ahead of him. But yeah, just had entirely flawless weekend. So yeah, good weekend for Hamilton. Now we go up to Ferraris. Qualified P6, finished P6, 6 out of 10 for Sainz. Of course, quarreled about that Lewis thing. I think Hamilton left him enough space, to be honest, not being biased. But yeah, Sainz, man, didn't do too much wrong, but yeah. Leclerc qualified P5, finished P5. 6 out of 10 for Leclerc. Had decent pace. The strategy was a tad bit questionable, but he did do the right strategy. So yeah, couldn't fight the others, and he almost got Russell at the end, so. Anyways, Perez started P11, finished P8, 6 out of 10 for Perez, and being nice this time. For once, he didn't, crash or anything. Had a pretty quiet race, made a few overtakes. Yes, he's in the fastest car and he only got to P8, but I gotta cut him some slack. He's been that bad that, a P8 is starting to become a good finish for Perez. Starting to become a good finish. Anyways, P2 to P1, Max Verstappen, 9 out of 10. The only reason he didn't get a 10 out of 10 is because he didn't get pole, which he could have. Also, the start, he didn't need that. Maybe I should have given him a 10 out of 10, I don't know. Max's standards are so high that, you gotta critique him very hard. But yeah, those are my driver ratings. It's probably a very smooth driver ratings. Tell me in the comments what you think of my ratings, if I should change any. I know some of you guys are probably going to want me to change some. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys later. Not sure if we're going to have a race review or not, but I guess you will see.